Good evening, lacrosse fans. Welcome inside Anowara'ko Arena here in Akwesasne, Cornwall, Ontario. As it's Jake Elliott, Teddy Jenner with you. Survivors Cup here from the Turtle Dome on JVI Sports and Lacrosse TV. And Teddy, our opening game of this tournament here on a Wednesday night. A stuffy, muggy, hot arena here tonight, but it's so good to be here on JVI and Lacrosse TV as we get set for the Akwesasne Indians and the Tri-Nation Medicine Men. This is going to be a fun night.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun night. It's going to be a fun week of lacrosse. And, for this community to have the game of lacrosse back, we just found out that this arena was being used as a storage shelter over the last 2 years. And finally, they have something to come and watch. And these kids have some sort of lacrosse to come and play. And we're going to start to learn some of these kids' names along with all of you watching along. And, some of these kids have been growing up playing lacrosse all their whole lives. Some kids from the United States that are playing on some of these teams have picked up the games in the last few years. So some household names, some names we've never heard of, but names definitely we're going to be hearing from a lot in the future.
It looks like Nicholas will get the start here for the Medicine Men. And I believe it'll be Saka Thompson in the other. We'll confirm that as the Medicine Men will wear the orange uniforms with the black shoulders and work right to left across your monitor here on JVI and Lacrosse TV. The Akwesasne Indians in the white and crimson numbers, black helmets down there as the opening game of the Survivors Cup for these two teams as we will work our way to Championship Sunday. And I believe here we're playing mostly NLL rules, Teddy, with the exception of the wooden goal sticks here for the goaltenders, and I think we're going 3 running 20s here throughout the round robin.
Yeah, 3 running 20s. Goaltenders have the option of using the wood or the plastic sticks, but we will have over and back. It will be an 8-second violation to get the floor across center. Quick restarts. You can reach into the crease and grab a loose ball. So it'll be a change for some of these kids. It'll be a change for fans watching wherever you're tuning in from. But let's play some lacrosse and have some fun. It's been far too long since you and I have called the game, probably even longer for some of these kids to play lacrosse.
Limited capacity crowd inside the Turtle Dome as we're at center and set to go. Indians, Medicine Men, blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse. We're underway as the Medicine Men win the opening draw, and right down the pipe they come. But they'll slow things up here with Marquis and get some offensive players out onto the floor. And already missing a 44 off my roster here, Teddy, so you can maybe help me out with that after this first offensive possession. Looked like a moving pick was let go in an early save. And one of the things that makes this arena very unique, Teddy, is benches on opposite sides here a la Peterborough. And we're going to see some exciting transition lacrosse because of that fact.
Yeah, first time I ever saw it was playing in the Man Cup against the Peterborough Lakers. And if you're used to it, you can definitely use it to your advantage, especially if your goaltender can throw the ball long to a corner.
Down to the crease and a shot from a bad angle stopped out of the stick of Bucktu. And a loose ball battle and a new 30 up for grabs here. Medicine Men will win possession, double teamed out of the corner, trying to battle his way out of there and moved along. As Stone Jacobs will clear the zone. 8 seconds to get it up and over as he takes cross checks in the back there from Vance Adams and right to the rack, but stepped in the crease. And an early buzzer here by the officials. I'm not sure exactly why, and we do need to get our officials' names in here as the evening moves along. Going to get those referees some credit.
Yeah, they're just having some issues with the shot clock, and for the longest time I didn't know where it was, but it's our closest one's in the far corner, so they're just doing some adjusting here. Again, first game back in here in a couple years.
Yeah, so lots of work to be done leading up to this, and the job that Josh Sanderson and the whole group have done.
And we're going to have the goalie switch ends. Maybe they didn't know who was home, who was away to start.
That is quite possible. So a bit of a unique situation here. It's, back to lacrosse for the referees here as well, and the players for that matter, as the two teams warmed up in maybe what was the wrong end. So they'll make the switch now. And it is indeed Saka Thompson in the goal here for the Indians. And unfortunately, this game not available to you live. It will be archived and uploaded for you, and we look to be good to go for the rest of the week here, fingers crossed. Back underway we go with the Indians in possession.
Now you got to change your sides of your rosters to help you out.
I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm used to that, so I'm just going to stick with it here. There's a chance in front there on a shovel shot. Ends up out of play. And half the team complaining off the goaltender here, but they're going to say Medicine Men ball. We're going under the moniker Tri-Nations here, which makes up Kahnawake, Akwesasne, and Six Nations. A few players sprinkled about, and as Teddy mentioned, lots of new names and numbers to learn here and some pronunciations that could be a little tricky for fellows like ourselves, but we shall do our best to represent and respect these traditional Indigenous names.
Officials just trying to figure out the shot clock and get all their ducks in a row here, but this is the only game here tonight. We'll have 2 games tomorrow, 4 games on Friday, 3 Saturday, and then the bronze and gold medal game on Sunday. And just like that, 12 games in 5 days.
Yeah, then we need to get on like a rocket ship and get to the airport in time.
I think we'll be good.
Okay. Fingers crossed.
Shooters driving will be fun.
Yes. And we did have a chance to kind of tour about a little bit here in Cornwall and Akwesasne here today, and just kind of stepping onto the grounds here at Anowara'ko Arena and just the surrounding area just kind of gave you a different vibe, a little bit of chills, just knowing kind of the history that has taken place here.
Yeah, it was a very special moment. Neither you or I have been out this way to call a lacrosse game, to watch lacrosse, or just to visit. And you mentioned just, turning down the main road, seeing all the culture and seeing all the heritage that's out here, and then stepping to the Turtle Dome. It's just an absolutely incredible experience. The mural on the far wall is just something to behold, and this is a great and very special spot, and we're both very thrilled to be here, and hopefully we can see some incredible, excellent lacrosse and bring it to everybody watching. So,
other 3 teams to compete here at the Survivors Cup: Nepean, Orangeville, and Mimico, as I believe it'll be Mimico in Orangeville tomorrow. As we'll run down the schedule for you as the evening moves along as well, as they continue to work on the shot clocks here. I think we're just about set to go.
Yeah, tomorrow night, the first game, 5 o'clock, Nepean and Mimico. Then the second game, 7:45, Akwesasne versus Orangeville. And then, like I said, we'll have a full slate of games on Friday, including the honoring of the Salmon River Girls Lacrosse Club, the Section 10 champs, and a lot of the kids that are on this Tri-Nations team and some of the kids that are on this Akwesasne team have competed in that Section 10 championship, and a lot of them have had some very solid experience. We're getting yelled at by the crowd here. We have no idea what's going on.
Well, shot clock sits at 14 right now, and just still in search of number 44 in orange, who we do not have listed down on our roster. Hopefully we can find that information out for you. As the late, we're interacting with the crowd as we broadcast here tonight.
From the Turtle Dome.
Speaking of, if you want to be interactive during the broadcast, we'll tell you how to do that momentarily as we now get back underway. Fresh 30 on the clock here for the Medicine Men. So I'm going just with 44 orange until I get a name for that tip.
Makes sense.
Nice little flip inside. Good help defense comes across, and Lilo just lowering the boom. He's got the ball now. One of the bigger bodies on this Akwesasne team.
Yeah, one of the things we should mention, that this is a U19 tournament, so no overage juniors playing, but also some 15-year-olds playing as well.
Yeah, good handful.
Including the captain, Yanni Thompson, for Akwesasne. He's just 15 years of age.
That tells you a little something about Yanni Thompson being named the captain. As here come the Medicine Man in the opening goal of the Survivors Cup. Goes to Stone Jacobs as he found himself open down the middle of the floor. And Tri-Nations on the board, 1-0.
This is an excellent opportunity in transition. This is how you can take advantage of the benches on the opposite side, as Akwesasne kind of just put the ball down, didn't want to get in the delay of game penalty, but a slow change allows the man to come down the floor, and Stone Jacobs wastes no opportunity, puts it short side top corner, and a quick 1-0 lead.
Great shot on the run, and I think this will be a bit of an adjustment for a lot of these kids going with the NLL rules, the quick restarts and the 8-second violations. I think we're going to see a number of that probably early in this tournament until they get adjusted. Chance back the other way right off the faceoff. And a good stop there from Nicholas.
That was Gutta Elijah bringing one off the crossbar.
Maybe another chance. It's Bucktooth with a diving effort. And another save.
Nichols played some time with the Hawkeyes in the Upstate Box Lacrosse League.
Real Johnson.
And here comes Stone again as he gets knocked down to the ground.
So we have got confirmation, Ted Jenner. Rio Johnson wearing 44 for the Medicine Men. Another chance for the Indians right on. Low dip and dunk, and in it goes. It happened quickly. As another turnover here on Tri-Nation ends up in the back of the goal, and we're tied just like that.
And yeah, you mentioned it, just getting used to the gameplay and the quick whistles, and some of these guys they've probably never played with before, and that's just an excellent far side, short side by Kobe Cree. And he gets the first goal for the Indians here in the Survivors Cup. It's 1-1, just 5 minutes in.
I don't know if there's a relationship to head coach of the Medicine Men, Garrett Cree, where their son's playing on the other side here tonight. But lots of traditional names in this, on these two rosters here, of course. Long lineage and heritage for a lot of these kids out here. Medicine Men come up with the face-off. We'll keep an eye on that battle as the evening moves along as well. This is Marquis. He saunters down the far side.
Marquis, another guy who played in the Upstate Box League.
Good stop there for Thompson inside as a little backdoor cut opened up for O'Connell. Medicine Men get it back to O'Connell once again. Tries to dart away from his man. Good spin move. As he's got it to Alfred Jr. wearing, I believe, a Junior Swarm helmet down there. And Alfred probably the biggest Medicine Men player out on the turf.
Yeah, he is a big body.
Yeah.
For a 19-year-old, that's some good size to have early on in your career. And if he's played some Junior Swarm with Amy Caines, he's learned a lot early on.
There's Johnson who buries the ball after he let the shot go. He got buried. But a little too late to close out was Nelson Jones, and Johnson puts the Medicine Men back in front.
Medicine Men not afraid to shoot early and often. They got a couple early possessions, couple resets, and they use that to their advantage. And Ryu Johnson just took the space that was given to him, used his defender as a screen, and put it far side.
Well, just getting an early look at these two teams here through the opening 6 minutes and change, Teddy. I don't see a whole lot between them so far.
No, and I think maybe as the game goes along, fitness will definitely come into play. Some of the older kids might need to step up and be veteran leaders, but this Akwesasne team has a handful of 05, so 15-year-olds playing against 19-year-olds, and that's a pretty big jump for some of these kids, but this is an early learning curve and a great opportunity for them.
Yeah, very similar to a 16-year-old playing against a 20, I would say, but good learning experience for the youngsters as we have our first penalty call coming here on the evening. It'll be a slashing violation. As again, the interesting setup here where the penalty box is actually to the right of the Indians bench.
It's weird to get used to. If you've never played or you've never seen it, it is a very difficult setup to kind of get used to because, you're used to coming out that back door and having a guy right there. Or you're going out the front door and you have 20 yards on a guy, but he's all of a sudden coming from the other side of the floor. It's a difficult thing to get used to.
Kobe Cree will set things up. Lazor on the left-hand shooter. There's Errol Booth on the righty shooter. There's a slow offensive set here as they work a little 30 before running a set play. Around a double screen. Skip pass down to the crease. And didn't connect there from Anowara'ko. And shot clock down to 2 here as the Medicine Men will hold shorthanded and then get possession up in the offensive zone. I don't want to get the officials wrong. I think that might be Ecclestone.
It is Ecclestone, yes. The only one I recognize.
I believe Ian Garrison is here as well taking the game. It'll be a 3-man rotation. So 4-on-5 here for Tri-Nation as they'll work at 30 and try and find a late shot in this possession. Here comes the double team high. And pass was dropped as the Indians swarm the ball and they'll come up with it. They do not have the penalty time up on the clock here, unfortunately, but I would venture a guess about $1:15 left to go in.
So start bringing the stopwatch.
There you go. Just your phone's got a time.
Oh, right.
11:20 to go here in this opening period of 3. Some motion. Down to the crease. Good help defense there. Bad angle shot stopped by Nicholas. And new 30 to work with. Quick pass to the crease looking short side. That's denied by Nicholas as well. Good loose ball pickup. Mac Miller, one of the alternate captains. Can't get out of his own zone, though, and the Indians will get it right back.
Penalty almost up here as Medicine Men defender getting ready to step back out on the floor.
Good shot from Bucktooth. Denied. Another chance there, and he stood up again, and some extracurriculars after that shot from Bucktooth. He was trying to go get a stick, and he's being denied. That could be very close to a delay of game there on the Medicine Men. I think you got to let your player go get a stick if he's trying to pick it up.
I would like to say, if the refs let him play, let him play.
The captain of the Indians will come out here on a defensive shift as we are back to 5-on-5 lacrosse.
Little hidden ball trick here by the Medicine Men.
Get used to that. We're going to see a lot of that this week here from Akwesasne, I'm sure. Outside shot deflected on the way in, and Saka Thompson squeezes the leg pads together to keep that one out. On the run, trying to get out of his own zone is Nelson Jones, and good wheels here from Jones to clear the zone. Still pressured from behind and runs himself into a double now. And the Medicine Men really set that up nicely.
Oh, let's go. Lyle Thompson toe drag behind the back.
I don't think he's seen that video from Lasnai and Lyle Thompson pulling that one off in a game.
Colton Marquis, and from all people that I have talked to in the upstate box, the Colton Marquis is a name that you are going to want to get used to because this kid is superbly talented.
Douglas Thompson finds the open man, sub shot right on. And Nicholas, who's looked pretty sharp here to start this one, loads up the long bomb, and looks like he's got a big, heavy woody down in between his legs, Teddy, and that thing took a while to kind of load up to get that ball up the floor.
Yeah, maybe not used to the wood stick or just not used to throwing inside this arena. A little bit of a low roof here.
It is.
Inside the dome, but
it does
first pass that he threw all game, so he'll break it in.
Give him the benefit of the doubt. There's a chance in the crease, and a reaching shot is in. Dugout, a.k.a. Taka Thompson, ties the game at 2. Should get some scratches in here, Ted Jenner, as out for Tri-Nations. We never did get the Indian scratches here, but we will get you Tri-Nations as Lahundata Delormier is out, along with Kyler Paulus, Kirby. They put a little too hard on the scratches here. I'm having a hard time picking those up. Maybe you can get those for me, Teddy. I'm not sure. Maybe your eyes are a little bit better than mine looking through pen scratches. But I would imagine
Caden Pettleford is out. Ephraim Barello is out. Reese Kirby, Kyler Paulus, and Lohanda Tata, as you mentioned, Delorme is out as well.
There you go, back in violation. That is one of the rules here in the Survivors Cup. You can reach into the crease and put it back into the goal as long as your feet are outside the crease. And no dunking allowed, but you are allowed to dive through the crease as long as your feet don't touch. High shot, look out. That one comes hard off the end boards. Rings around, still lots of time here to work with on the shot clock, 12 and foul. And behind the goal, that one knocked down. And probably just want to muck this one now as time winding down on the 30-second clock. Oh my goodness, yeah, penalty call coming up. A little feeling in this one early.
This Kyron Lazor just kind of a little frustrated, swinging his stick back at his check and got him right in the grill.
And you may see a little bit of that early as, you know, a lot of, well, let's call it what it is, Ted. A lot of testosterone probably built up in these young bucks here that have been looking to get after it for quite some time and finally hit the turf and see a different color jersey in front of their face. And it's only natural you're going to take out a little aggression.
Like we said, some of these kids probably haven't played box lacrosse in near 2 years. When we see Mimico, Nepean, and Orangeville, we'll have some kids that played in the Future Junior Stars Future Tournament that was past couple weekends at the track in Toronto.
There's a chance, and nice set play there, set up for Yolis McCumber.
So they might have a little bit of advantage as this tournament goes on.
McCumber one more time, and Thompson denied him again. McCumber trying to bounce off checks, gets a pass down to the crease. One more to Johnson, step around, and just missed on the short side. Need 30 to work with. Indians aren't happy about it.
Shooting this ball.
No, there shouldn't have been. Now there's a delayed call on.
Yeah, there's been a delayed call for about 15 seconds. They probably should have shot this ball to get 5-on-3, but they're in control of this power right now, so why not keep the D guys tired?
You're going to get possession when the whistle goes regardless. But 5-on-3, a much bigger advantage than 6-on-4, no question. Now the ball finally goes out of play. High sticking call coming here to the Indians. in this 2-2 game. Running time here in this round-robin portion of the tournament as we're under 6 minutes to go in this opening period.
Yeah, it's going to be Vance Adams heading off for the high stick.
Mention if you want to be interactive during the broadcast here on JVI and Lacrosse TV, you can reach us both via Twitter. Ted Jenner is at Off the Crossbar. A little E on the end of cross. It's a play on words for lacrosse. Off the Crossbar for Teddy Jenner. Me, myself, I am at PXP, the number 4 Sports. As they go 4-on-3 down low, keep a man high for that safety valve. Skip feed, and Thompson can't get across in time. On the quick stick from McCumber.
That was a textbook 4-on-3 power play. Nothing too fancy, just a couple stick fakes, ball movement, get the defense on their heels, and then a wonderful diagonal skip pass. And McCumber wastes no time putting it past Doug Thompson, who got a piece of it, just not enough, and the Medicine Men will still have a power play here.
Oh, 3-2 now.
That was Yolis McCumber. 2 McCumbers on the Tri-Nations team.
I believe it was Saka Thompson, not Doug Thompson. That is in
Sorry.
goal here. That's okay. Hang on to that pen.
But yeah, Yolis Thompson, or let's try that again. Yolis McCumber is 11. And then Kobe McCumber is 24.
Of course, younger brother, I believe, of former Shamrock Dale Sandate McCumber.
And you don't think this tournament means anything to these guys? Just the coaches are already fired up. Greg Phillips over there on the Akwesasne bench is none too pleased with his captain off that face-off. But as mentioned, the Akwesasne captain, just a 15-year-old, so still pretty young, but to give him the C, you got to have a lot of faith in him.
Absolutely. Down to the crease, the extra look for Johnson didn't connect. Down to 3 on the shot clock here, and I'm not sure they're going to get one off in time now. Trying to draw a call on a high stick, not going to do it. And the Indians will get possession here, and again, penalty time not up on the score clock, unfortunately.
Looks like he's getting ready to come out, though.
So we'll just kind of keep an eye on that. I would say we're in the final 30 seconds of the penalty time.
How about the final 3 seconds?
There you go. That's what I meant to say. And here's a chance short side. That one's stopped by Nicholas once again.
So just a clarification on that over and back rule, that if it hits the goalie, it won't be counted as an over and back. It does eventually go over the center line, but there's Bucktooth getting another goal here for Akwesasne to tie it up.
Jimerson Bucktooth beating Deho Nagadage. Let's try that again. Deho Nadage. And that's why I'm just going with Nicholas for the most part, too.
I bet you by the end of this tournament, they will all be fluent for both of us.
Rolling off the tongue. I hope so. We're trying our best. Trust me. Been practicing for like the last 48 hours here. Back to center we go, and a quick win for the Medicine Men, who will come in on a 3-on-2. Open across is Alfred Jr., and then he reached into the crease for the loose ball. And
I think he might have run through the crease because you can reach in the crease and get the ball.
Look out. Oaks jumping up. Excuse me, chair. Well, back to an even score here at 3-3 as we're under 3 minutes to go in this opening period. From the outside, a good stick in the lane there, knocked that one out of play. It'll stay with Akwesasne here. There's Anowara'ko. Tried to let that one fly. Inside Miracle once again. And there does seem to be a lot of room and a lot of space cutting off ball for these guys. And maybe a little too much ball watching defensively. And that's the way to beat a defense when they start doing that. Just cut off the back when they turn their head.
I think they're actually maybe playing a zone.
Might be right. I think you are right. Now that I look at it. Step back shot wide. Still 10 on the shot clock here, but one will roll back over.
Yeah, if you're playing a zone, cutters are going to be open if the defense isn't packed tightly enough.
And that's the other thing you want to do against the zone is take that ball in behind the rack and turn that defense around. Bounce pass across the beautiful turf here. And shot inside, stepping in the crease.
Bolton Marquis again. He has been dangerous in the opening 19 minutes of this game and just Great footwork, great stick, great poise about him.
Maybe a chance coming here off the turnover. Sidearm whip, and that hit a body on the way in.
That was Yanni Thompson.
As he got his body and soaked one. There's Yolis McCumber. Skip it across the zone here with 10 on the shot clock. Back near side McCumber, and good active stop there for Thompson.
He looks just like his older brother, Deo Sindata. The way he carries himself, the way he runs. Brothers tend to do that, but
yeah,
it's just nice to see that they're so identical.
Bucktooth in behind the goal, delayed call coming here against Tri-Nation. Whistle goes as we're in the final 30 seconds here. And I think if I'm the Indians here, I might just take my time and let this one run down and try and start the next period on the man advantage. Because you're going to be late in the shot clock now. But still time, I suppose, here. 15 to work a possession. So they'll start in quickly. From the point is Cree. Skip it across.
Oh,
one more, and he
missed it.
Miracle open on the doorstep. And that'll do it for period number 1. Well, Survivors Cup opening 20 is in the books, and nothing decided after one period of play. Indians 3, Medicine Men 3. And the Survivors Cup nicely underway here from Anowara'ko Arena here in Akwesasne. We'll take a quick break on JVI and Lacrosse TV and be back with second period action in 4 minutes' time. Welcome back inside Anowara'ko Arena here in Akwesasne, as it's Jake Elliott, Teddy Jenner with you. Survivors Cup, 1 period down, 2 periods to go. And nothing decided in that opening 20 minutes here between the Medicine Men and the Indians, Teddy. That was a very evenly played period. 3-3 our score, and entertaining lacrosse to go with it.
Yeah, entertaining, a little sloppy at times, but that's to be expected. But these two teams are going to get to go at it for another 40 minutes here. But that was an excellent start to the Survivors Cup, and we definitely want to let people know that, when you're watching these games and you're buying the pay-per-views and you're coming to the arena, a lot of the money is going to two very special charities. One is the Akwesasne Freedom School, and the other is Caring Hearts. And the Survivors Cup is, being played to honor those who did survive residential schools, and even more so to honor those that were unable to survive the residential schools. So the Akwesasne Freedom School and the Caring Hearts charities are going to be getting a lot of attention from us and from this tournament. And we thank them, and we hope we can do as much for them as possible.
Yeah, to go along with it, Caring Hearts helping the mental health side of things as well. As blow the whistle, let's play some lacrosse. We're underway here in period number 2.
I noticed that they put tape on what would be the restraining line in the National Lacrosse League, so now players aren't going to be lining up right around the face-off circle.
Gotcha.
They're going to be lining back along the restraining like they do in the Pro League. So that's a bit of a change. We've got penalty time up,
yes,
Jake.
I also noticed penalty time now up on the scoreboard, and I believe our second official here is Dave Howlett this evening as well. Thank you to Matt Carrick, a.k.a. Lacrosse Boss, for that little nugget. As an early turnover there on the Medicine Men, as Joe Hall also just dropped off a brand new Mitchell Brothers Woody for me here, Teddy, that I cannot take my hands off.
Thing's pretty sharp.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you to him. And second period action to go here as the Indians start the period on the man advantage, as they again deliberately slow setup here. Shot clock down to 8 as here comes the motion now, but a little malfunction at the junction as a late bid there at the end of the shot clock got blocked. And that was maybe just a case of one guy not being on the same page when it came to the set play.
Shot clock expired, but the buzzer never went. And so Akwesasne going to get a lucky free possession.
And they'll take advantage with still over 2 minutes to work with here. And what was the double minor? I think it was double minor. Could have been a major because we didn't have the penalty time up, so no looker.
That's Vance Adams, the righty, just kind of lulled the defense to sleep, looked towards the middle, and got Nicholas to kind of take a half step away, and then just no look, fired at far side. Nicholas knows. Probably should have had that one, but that's a great shot by Vance Adams.
Just kind of turned his head away like he was going to look for a pass and then just pulled the trigger. And slid that one home. Now go down as a power play goal, so it must have been a major, Teddy, because that one coming under the 2-minute mark. And
no, it actually came before.
Did it? Okay, yeah, running time, excuse me, yeah.
That's going to be a tough one to get used to, is the running time.
I don't mind it, to be honest with you.
I don't mind it, but when you're looking about penalties and time of penalties and when they should be let out, from the time that they were originally called to the time when the actual play gets put in.
And I think if the game is close near the end of games, they will go to a stop time format to make it all legitimized.
If it is within 4 goals, they will go stop time.
And, ooh, that one rang off the short side post there from Bucktooth. And the reason they want to do that is because on Friday and Saturday we have a very busy schedule here at Anowara'ko Arena, and they want to make sure that they get all the games in. But I believe for the medal rounds, we will go full stop time, unless we're going to be late for our flight. Here's Bucktooth looking 5-hole, and my goodness, that one almost turned the stick in the hands of Nicholas. And that's the difference right there, Teddy, of using a wood or plastic. That thing's a field stick, that thing's in. Wood held strong in between the legs and stayed out.
Now, this is a bit of a quote-unquote junior showcase, so they are trying to get these kids attention of NLL scouts, maybe even some college scouts, private schools. So they kind of want to see these kids play by the NLL rules and see how they adapt.
Joey Sutton had his pass picked up. And Indians have it as they'll make a slow change here as we're just about 3.5 minutes into the second period. With the Indians up a goal 4-3.
Like the communication by the Medicine Men on that hidden ball trick, making sure their goalie knows where it is.
Quick stick there from Bucktook, denied by Nicholas, and the Indians will get another possession here. As Vern Cook Jr. wearing 28, demanding the ball. And now Medicine Men poaching here a little bit with a man up the floor. As that one skips out of play right into our broadcast location. Watch the equipment over there, kids. Be ready. Full glass here at the Turtle Dome.
Short side nets, too.
Yeah, don't mind it. Souvenirs all around. Chance for Alfred Jr. And he put a wide short side. This one will bounce out of play as well. I don't know if you get like a bag of candy or a hot dog or something, Teddy, but hands are ready up here.
Oh, even with this short glass, we're catching the ball this weekend for sure.
It is a steamy one inside the barn here tonight. Teddy's got the towel going. Headband rule is in effect, although I'm not wearing it quite yet. It'll be on before the night is over, I'm sure.
But tonight, you know what? Tonight's not the worst temperature.
No, Friday is supposed to be absolutely ridiculous. Yeah.
Supposed to reach like 40 degrees outside. Throw in the humidity. Throw in the arena full of fans and players. It's going to be a cooker.
Well, I tell you what, you know, just kind of patrolling around outside the grounds here and just seeing people arrive at the arena, everybody with a smile on their face, excited to watch some young guys get after it here on the turf. And you know how much the Medicine game means to the community here in Akwesasne, and it's been close to 2 years since they've had a chance to watch competitive lacrosse, and a limited number allowed in the arena here, and you bet every ticket sold here for the Survivors Cup.
I just did a quick straw poll count of how many people I could see, and there's easily a couple hundred people here.
Yeah, no
which
question.
is absolutely fantastic.
5-on-4 here for Tri-Nation Medicine Men. And Stone Jacobs, who opened the scoring here tonight.
David took the roughing minor.
Here's Marquis. He'll find the open man. And it's Johnson who's going to cash in the power play goal. And both special teams for both the Indians and Medicine Men looking sharp here in this opening game.
Second goal for Ryu Johnson. Just a patient, somatic look, and got a big clear out from Stone Jacobs, who took his defender completely out of the play. I was surprised that wasn't a call, but they don't call it, you keep playing, and Johnson just took his time and buried that one and get us tied back up again at fourth.
Now, I expect you to call me out and help me out when I mess up Rio Johnson.
Apologies.
No worries. Chance right off the face-off again, and I think the Medicine Men must be dominating that department so far here tonight, Teddy. It's been clearly coming up orange more often than not. Indians in with a chance, however, and on the wrong side for the righty, and Nicholas able to make a fairly easy stop. Quick transition, as that's the biggest thing. You know that the other team is bailing to the other side of the floor, so it's almost like you don't even have to look, as that looked like back over, that didn't get called, and just fire the ball up towards your bench, and somebody's going to be stepping off and open. Turnover in behind the net. It's Triton Benedict does the job. Son of, well, one of our former combatants for the North Shore Indians back in the day, Teddy, in the WA, and Mikey Benedict. And man, what an electric player Mike Benedict was in his prime.
He was the master of the bow and arrow celebration. He was full of the acrobatics and flair.
Like, he could change directions in midair.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Almost impossible to check.
But Triton's actually not his son. His son is the goaltender, Saga Thompson. Or sorry, we say Benedict. And Triton is a cousin.
Okay, so there you go. So now we're even. That's 1-1.
I'll tell you one thing. There
that's got to be a call.
There's a lot of stick swinging going on right now. And another one.
Well, I'll tell you.
Ecclestone is letting him go. I love it.
It's a little different when you're playing on the rest. I'm just going to say that. And I don't mind. I'm here for it. I really am. Let the boys play.
Yeah, Medicine Man, I think, going right back into that zone defense.
Keldron King with a spin move. He'll fire. Look, 7-hole, and he's got it. As Nicholas a little late to react, and I think it might have skipped off the inside of the knee protector there, Teddy. Let's have a look at the replay here on JVI and Lacrosse TV.
Yeah, that's just another opportunity for...
Look at the separation just off the spin, and I think that one caught 5-hole. As Nicholas was thinking far side, and it slips in. Medicine Men
Akwesasne goal. So I think that's actually their first lead of the game.
Excuse me, yes. Got a little confused there. As the home team goes back in front 5-4 now. Now let's just watch this face-off here, because Daibo has been dominating, and just as I say that, he loses that one. Cook Jr. with the whistle. Change in the works here. Hard feet in front. Another chance there. It's great ball movement, and that's one thing you see the Indigenous teams do, Teddy, is make the extra pass. Sometimes it's not there, but they still try it and try to go for the pretty one more often than not. Miracle. Slow things down here with 15 on the shot clock. Way outside. Easy stop there for Nicholas, and then we'll get a crease violation here. As the Medicine Men will come up with a stop as we approach the halfway mark of the period in game here between Tri-Nation and Akwesasne.
Game 1 of 12 over the weekend. Thanks for joining us wherever you're watching from.
And don't forget to get at us via Twitter at Off the Crossbar or PXP for Sports. Oh! Sniper fire.
There's that man again.
Colton Marquis just absolutely threw a dart into the top corner here. Watch this one. You can't place the ball any better. Right under the crossbar and right inside of the post. We had a great angle for this one. Oh my.
Had a little dip to it.
Get that kid to a training camp with a shot like that.
I don't think it'll be too long.
Wow. That is impressive. Another clean face-off win for Daibo, who is really doing the job. 5-5 now. And that's kind of what we were hoping for here tonight in this opening game. We, had really no idea what to expect coming into this one with these two rosters. We know Mimico is going to be pretty strong, as is Orangeville. Talk of Nepean being right on the cusp of joining Junior A lacrosse in Ontario. And these were kind of the two unknowns. And if this is what we can expect for the rest of the week, we're in for a good one. 15 on the shot clock for the Indians. And Nicholas out well to challenge and cut down the angle, makes the save. Long feet up the floor here. Had to wait for it off the bounce. And Jaden Jimerson will head for the bench as on comes the offense once again. Led by Yolis McCumber. They got 4 rights and a left out here for this offensive set with the tough change here in the second period. Here's McCumber with a drive, and Thompson, good active stop there. Saw Mikey Thompson just before the game here tonight.
I believe that is his son. Saga is his kid.
Legendary goaltender Mikey, fabulous senior and NLL career. Oh, good hard slide there. Jarring that ball free was Lunhadio. Indians back in transition defense. There's Marquis one more time, dangling, got room, and a rising sub shot. And finding that one off of Thompson. I thought it did as well, but it'll be Akwesasne ball.
It hit the dasher behind.
Ah, that's why it took the funny
straight
skip.
Up bounce, yep.
Indians back in. Keldrin King will take the return feed, loads up a shot. That one deflected off the stick of Mac Miller. Not the wrapper, Teddy.
That was a nice little change-up shot there by Arrow Booth.
There's the quick whistle. Shot. Thompson didn't know much about it, but he kept it out. And that's one of the rule changes these guys are going to have to get used to on the quick whistle pickup. The referees are going to let them flow and let them go. And that's the way it should be. Vern Cook Jr. Good pass down to the crease, fake it, and Nicholas, the sliding stick save.
By far his best save of the night.
Chair. Slow things up once again. That's the other thing. Like, I think there's pros and cons to the opposite side benches. Yeah, it creates a little more transition, but when it's not there, it really slows things down.
Absolutely.
Oh, just missing a loose ball. Can he catch up to it off the turf? He can. This is Adams, and he put it off the base of the pipe.
Yeah, unfortunately for Vance Adams, he was just on the wrong side of the floor. The Medicine Men have numbers the other way.
Numbers, here's Marquis. And pretty good defense there to shut down that 2-on-1. Step back shot handled by Thompson easily as he looks up floor quickly. He's got a man open in Benedict. Trying to race to the goal. Here comes Benedict right in. Stopped. As I think Nicholas got a piece and then put it off the post as well. Close call there for the Medicine Men, who I do not believe have led this game to.
They have. I believe they started the scoring.
You're right. 1-0. My bad. Close to a back-end violation there. It goes uncalled. That's got to be interference, and it is. A little frustration there from 49. And Anowara'ko.
He is. We talked about how big Alfred Jr. was. Anowara'ko is a monster.
One of the Mitchell boys. Now, under 6 to go here, 5:45, as you can see it on your beautiful graphic on JVI and Lacrosse TV.
This has been a fantastic. Oh, hidden ball. He got me with the hidden ball.
I was about to say, he got you. Here's Alfred Jr. down to the crease, and he's taking his eye off of that one, and he dropped it as he was pressured there by David. And they'll keep possession here with the Medicine Men. Marquis open near side. He just looks dangerous every time he's got the ball on his stick. Like something good is going to happen. There's
very slick with his stick. His head's always up. He's always looking for a guy cutting. But at the same time, always at the ready to fire.
Another interference call here. Gives the ball back to the Medicine Men.
They'll call a timeout here.
They will call a timeout. They need to stop the clock, which they have not done yet. Now they do with 4:52 to go. They'll have a fresh clock. And again, we 3-3 through 20 minutes here, Teddy, and we're through what, 35 and change now, 5-5, and literally nothing between these two teams.
Yeah, there's the expected moments of sloppiness and missed passes and maybe miscommunication, but overall the gameplay has been absolutely outstanding, and both goaltenders, and Saga Thompson and Dehona Daga Nicholas, have been fantastic. And yeah, probably want 1 or 2 back, but every goalie probably wants that.
Here you got to look at
Dehona
Daga.
Game 1 of 5 for some of these teams. It's going to be a long battle. We were talking with Josh Sanderson about some of the hardest tournaments to win, the Man Cup, the Minto, the Presidents. This isn't going to be an easy battle for these guys. Having not played for 2 years, most of them, you have to come into a situation like this and play 4 games in 4 days, and then hopefully be around for Sunday's championship.
Well, literally, like I broke a sweat getting out of the air-conditioned truck of Josh Anderson into the arena. I was dripping.
It was a toasty one.
I think we'll probably get acclimatized a little bit here, and as will these guys. So, they're probably, us Western boys, we're a little soft. We're not used to the humidity like this.
Get the cool ocean air that keeps us.
Got the St. Lawrence River, right? If we need to take a dip in between periods, I think we could just skip over there and hop in.
Not far at all between games. I might do it tomorrow.
5-on-5 we play. Indians with the turnover. Numbers up the floor. Wide open. Here comes the chance for Chubb, and he still got a man in front here. Feeding the ball. He does. Fake it, and Nicholas with an excellent stop down on his knees. Got the shoulder up in time and kept it out. We're still tied at 5.
A couple minutes ago, he had his best save of game. That ranks up there with his top 3 or 4 of the game so far as Nicholas, keeping this a 5-5 contest.
Shot right on. Thompson, the shoulder save, and we got a penalty call coming, and a down Medicine Man on the turf.
That's Kayam Daibo, and he took a wicked cross check to the back coming through. And that's the call you want to make, just because it's
gotta
call
call
the
that
blind side. Hit a guy like that, not looking, squaring the numbers. Easy call for Andrew Eccleston.
Watch it again here as it comes from. Oh my goodness, that's worth 4. I was gonna say if they put up 2, that's wrong, and they put up 4, which is right. That was just a full run and cross check in the back. Yikes.
Medicine Men looking for another here on the power play, try to regain that 1-goal lead.
Their
power play has been very systematic.
Yeah, very deliberate, slow setups, but usually execute pretty well. As Rio Johnson, and now it's the captain for the Indians stepping in the crease here. And Yanni Thompson.
Inexperience from Yanni Thompson. Just didn't really know where to go with the ball. He's like, okay, I've got it. Now what do I do? And Medicine Men just kind of pushed him right back in the crease.
Marquis with some stick skills and a good stop again from Thompson, who tracked that one well to the far top corner. Still 3+ minutes to work with here on the double minor. That was right down the pipe, and in it goes Stone Jacobs. And now I'm looking for, well, they got 23 up on the scoreboard, Teddy, but I don't think that is right because I don't have a 23 on my roster here for the Indians. So I'm not exactly sure who is in the penalty box there.
That's Vern Cook Jr. in the box.
Okay.
Looking at the wrong roster.
28 he is wearing.
No, he's wearing 23.
Okay.
Oh, you have him listed as wearing 28?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So
then, yes, he is in the box.
another clean face-off win.
That's Kayam Daibo. He's been
They're going to have to find an answer for him.
really good. Yeah, really good on the draws. But that going back to that power play goal, just an easy drag by Marquis. Found Stone cutting through the middle.
Another hidden ball trick. Nothing doing. There's the shot. Thompson the save. That one legal as he picked it up in the crease, and unable to catch up to it was Yanni Thompson.
Yanni's going to get a penalty here.
One skips away from Nichols. We got another penalty call coming.
That's the Yanni Thompson. He's going to get called for a crease play or goaltender interference. Depends on what the referee wants to deem it, as he was chasing that ball down and just kind of, once Nicholas had it, he can't touch him. Momentum took him into the crease.
That feed across the crease, that's picked off, however. Now a two-man advantage here, what'll be the better part of a minute.
And they're stopping the clock here.
Yeah, I think maybe final 2 minutes, or when a team is on the man advantage, so guys aren't strolling to the penalty box.
Which is what you said they should do.
Well, that's what I would do. I've been to the box a few times. It's exactly what I would do. So they'll keep a man high here.
Scored last time they were on this position on a fantastic tic-tac-toe to McCumber.
Yeah, I don't know if I would keep Marquis the man high here. I think I move him in and move somebody else back. A defender, if you will.
I will.
Still time here as they get a new 30. It's just a shooting gallery right now. Good stick there to knock that one out of play as Nelson Jones on the drag check there. And the Indians will try and clear the zone. Pressure waiting for him. Quick move up the boards. Another. Close that gate, please. Right to the rack here and almost scored. Short-handed. 2 men short. On a good dash right to the goal.
That was Vance Adams.
Chance back the other way. And Thompson got a shoulder on that one. As Daibo, excuse me, it was Jacobs with the opportunity. He of the white helmet. He's got it now, loads it up, fires, save. Thompson traps the ball as well. And then pass knocked down. And a battle. Indians come back up with it. Just 1 man short now as we're into the final minute, but there's the 8-second violation on Akwesasne. Turf monster. Got somebody down there and comes up a little bit late.
That's Kobe McCumber.
It's going to hurt the pride a little bit as well. Nobody ever likes getting caught by the turf monster. Skip pass across the zone, out of the reach. Indians come up with it. They turn it right back over, however, as Alfred Jr. comes up with it.
Akwesasne Medicine Men are doing an excellent job. Just stepping into the press, keeping sticks in lanes, and not allowing Akwesasne any clean breaks.
Yeah. I think at some point, as the period comes to an end here, you're going to have to start using your legs a little bit and beating that first guy with your athletic ability because the press is on. And the period is gone as we are through 40 minutes of play here at the Survivors Cup, day number 1. And the Medicine Men of Tri-Nation will take a 1-goal lead into the third period as they lead the Indians of Akwesasne 6-5 after 40 minutes. We're back here on JVI and Lacrosse TV in 5 minutes. Time for third period action. Stick around. Welcome back to Anowara'ko Arena here in Akwesasne. As it's Jake Elliott, Teddy Jenner with you in the start of the third period of the opening game of the Survivors Cup on JVI Lacrosse TV. Lacrosse boss pushing the switches, conducting things at the production table. So we got Gary on the camera as well, and happy to be part of the crew, happy to be inside the Turtle Dome here for the Survivors Cup. Thanks for joining us. And a good one going here to open up the tournament, with the Medicine Men of Tri-Nation leading the Indians of Akwesasne 6-5, as they'll start with 1 second on the penalty time here for the Indians, and then we'll get back to 5-on-5 lacrosse in what has been a very evenly played game through 40 minutes.
It has been. Both goaltenders, a little slow to start, but have kind of found their groove. And this Medicine Men offense has really been buoyed by their power play. But every time they've gotten the lead, Akwesasne has found a way back into the contest. And there's been no lead larger than 1 goal, so we're in for a beauty of a third period here from Anowara'ko Arena.
Francis will step in for this face-off against Daibo. Blow the whistle, it's placed in lacrosse, and Francis wins it cleanly back into his own zone. Maybe that's the answer, number 9 for the Indians.
Not a bad start. Back to 5-on-5 here, and see if they can't tie it up right out of the gate.
Crowd fanning themselves here inside the dome. And a hot, sticky Wednesday evening. Here comes the shot, looking short side, and Nicholas just got enough of that one to keep it out. Loose ball in behind the goal on the men.
Miracle had Bucktooth wide open on the backside, jumping up and down for that pass, but never got it as Miracle took the shot. And it was a good shot, just unable to beat Nicholas.
There's Marquis, who's got it in the left hand. Switches to the right. Now McCumber has a look. Comes back to the near side. 14 on the shot clock for McCumber. Having a look again. Finds Marquis popping out. Inside it comes, and check closely in tight. Was Joey set. Chance for the Indians. Back the other way, and how did he stay out of the crease? I'm not so sure there for Adams, but missed the target from about 2 feet away.
That was another example of, one, the bench being on the opposite sides, but of that quick whistle as Vance Adams just raced for it and beat the defenders up the floor.
Saw D. Donna out on the turf there for, the first time I had him picked up, as Father Josh came to say hi up at the broadcast table just before this game, driving his kid up from Albany, New York, and was thrilled that his son had the chance to play not only in this tournament, but on the hollow grounds of the Mohawk territory as well, and to play with this Indigenous teams. Just an experience of a lifetime from a kid from Albany who was really taken to the box lacrosse game.
Yeah, and his dad said something that really resonated with me. If you can get accepted up here with your lacrosse skills and your personality, you can get accepted anywhere. And this has been a great experience for Billy, for sure.
And we've really had so many people kind of come by and say hi and introduce himself. And, man, it's just so humbling and honorful to be here and calling this tournament that you just, I can't wipe the smile off my face. I really can't.
The medicine, Jake.
Really is. You're right about that. Jimerson Bucktooth with a long bomb. And Nicholas thought about stepping out of his crease. Now he'll trap that one with the goal stick.
Now it's the Medicine Men having troubles getting out of their own zone, but there's that far bench pass that is generally always there, breaking out of your own zone. You mentioned that last period. Just throw it to your front gate. You're going to have a man open.
Well, I don't know if there's anybody better at it than Patty O'Toole as far as goaltenders go, and knowing how to play that lob pass off the turf towards his own bench.
Delayed penalty coming up here.
McCumber to McKee. 2 on the shot clock, and McKee will take a late bid. And it's handled by Thompson easily, but I wouldn't say a penalty-filled game, but not quite a constant parade to the box, but a lot of maybe undisciplined play here in this opening round, which again, I think, especially between these two teams, you're going to find a lot of feeling, a lot of emotion for these guys their first time out.
Yeah, this is a holding call, so it's not a dirty call by any means. However, they have let a lot go in this game so far, and sometimes you get miffed when they call some things, but have left some other things uncalled. But so far, like you said, it hasn't been a dirty game or a penalty-filled game, but just things that need to be called.
Too much room for Johnson and maybe too much time for him to think about what he wanted to do as the ball ends up out of play. And the Indians will clear up the far side. Somebody's open. 13 on the shot clock. Drive low again, and Nicholas has been real sharp in this game. He's made a number of key stops. Another there shorthanded.
That one again on Vance Adams. He's stopped him 3 or 4 times this period already. We're only 4 minutes in.
He's really shown a knack to create his own shot off the one-on-one. Not every player has that ability, and Adams clearly does. Reset the shot clock, says Ecclestone.
A smart play there by Vern Cook Jr. He realized that he had bodies changing.
Scores!
And then goes and ties things up. Short-handed marker, Vern Cook Jr.
BCJ making it happen, making it 6-6 as the, well, now see, look at the penalty time still ticking away here while they're short-handed. So
that must have been because it was in the last 2 minutes of the period.
yeah, I think you're probably right on that.
We're going to have to talk with Rules Chief Josh Sanders.
First game for everybody here, folks. And once again, if you're joining us a little bit late, some internet issues here from Anowara'ko Arena, and hoping to get things rectified for day number 2. And if not, well, games will be up and free and live on YouTube. So stay tuned. Jimerson Bucktooth. Not sure what the relation is with former
nephew,
NLL
I believe.
Brett Bucktooth, one of the greats. Scores! Just like that, Bucktooth leading to the crowd for some applause, and he'll get it as he puts his Indians in front 7-6.
Yeah, nice job by Bucktooth. Just,
beat the double.
Using his body, creating space, and just letting his defender's momentum go the other way, and he slips underneath.
I know he's left-handed, but very Lyle Thompson-esque right there from
nice
Bucktooth.
Little 2-goal run here from Akwesasne.
5.5 minutes into the third period, and man, it's been a 1-goal game or tied the entire way here. I don't think anybody's had a 2-goal lead yet.
That's the first 2-goal run of the game, I believe.
There you go. And again, a clean win for Francis, but pulled. Oh my, that's got to be 5. I don't think it was intentional, but you got to be responsible with your stick, and McCumber just took it right in the side of the brain.
That's Kobe McCumber, 24, I believe.
And that might be the night there for Francis, who was, again, I don't think intentional, just got it up high, and man, this is scary to watch, really. Yikes.
Well, that was Yolis McCumber.
That'll leave a mark. And still down is McCumber as Francis in the penalty box here and kind of awaiting his fate.
And you'd mentioned Francis had been a nice little adjustment for them at the face-off dot.
You'd hate to lose him as Yolis looks like he's going to pick himself up and rattle his cages. Man, he's feeling that one, but they make him tough, those McCumbers, and I don't think he's going to stay out of this game. Man, I don't know if I want to watch that again, Matt. Please don't show that anymore. That is violent. Wow.
It didn't help that he kind of got to push the back in there.
There it is. Yeah.
So it'll be 5 in a game for Francis. And, like you said, it wasn't intentional, it wasn't malicious, but it was an unfortunate high hit to the head.
And you got to be responsible. You have to take responsibility for your own stick and actions, and that was just a bad one there from Francis. And he'll be done for the rest of the evening. And up on the board goes a 5-minute major power play here for the Medicine Men.
And after gaining a 2-goal run and getting the lead back, Akwesasne is now going to have to play defense for quite a period of time and keep this powerful Medicine Men power play off the board if they can.
Joey set on this near shooter. That's Marquis, who took his eye off the pass. He's going to lose it now off the top. Here comes a chance for Chubb. And again, that's the second time Chubb's had a clear-cut breakaway and dropped the ball.
Neither time was the pass great, though.
Fair point. Speaking of not great passes, here's McKee trying to bust in. He's got a man coming down with them. Little fake. And then the take corkscrew, and it rolls along the goal line and stayed out. And Marquis gets up, shaking his head, thinking he should have had one there.
First transition.
Here we go. Chance back the other way for the Indians. 1-2, and in it goes.
Another
beautiful setup from Cree.
Another short-handed goal for Bucktooth.
Watch it again here. Creed takes to the middle of the floor, which really forces Jacobs to play the ball. And Bucktooth wasting no time on the quick stick. Another shorty, like you said, Teddy. And it's the old adage. If you can score 2 shorthanded goals in a game, chances are you're going to win that game. And that's exactly what the Indians have done so far here tonight.
And everyone loves shorthanded goals. They buoy your team. They pick up your back end.
Massive
Everybody
momentum,
loves it. And more so, that's the first 2-goal lead of the game. And it keeps his power play kind of still struggling for a good look. That was not it.
No, weak shot out of play. And I guess the good news is I do see McCumber back out on the turf here briefly, so that's a good sign for the Medicine Men. But I guess what the Medicine Men now have going for them here, down 2, is no more Francis in the game. They're going to get back to their winning ways in the faceoff dot, but they got to get a couple of goals to get those faceoffs.
And the 30 will run here shorthanded.
This is Miracle. Double team closing in on him as we're under 12 minutes to go here in this third period. Here's Miracle, runs into a roadblock and just gets stood up. Here's the lob feed.
Daibo with a heavy hit on his man sliding across the crease, and that's what you got to do. Guys go to the net shorthand, you got to make them pay, and Daibo did exactly that.
And even if they score or get the shot off, they're going to think about that a second time, and that's why you send the message that you come inside that dotted circle, you're going to pay the price. And that was just a good, clean, solid body check. McCumber looking to answer back on the scoreboard here, had his shot blocked, and here come the Indians again on the run. And he gets blown up, and here comes a penalty call to Tri-Nation.
I'm a big Andrew Ecclestone fan. Well, he called trip. I thought he was going to call hit from behind. Okay. So Lilo, still a big fan of Ecclestone. That was
Lilo David drawing the call there. So we'll play some 4-on-4. And now they stop the clock. I don't know if that's maybe just a reactionary thing where, they're so used to doing it that they just do it.
Or maybe it's when there's a penalty so that they can start the penalty on time.
You could be right as that. Well, again, we will confer after the conclusion of this one. Wide open on the crease, gets the feed, and there it is. Vance Adams cashes in. And it's 9-6 Indians.
His second of the night. And after maybe a bit of a slow start, the Akwesasne team has really started to find their legs. And it helped by 2 shorthanded goals, now a 4-on-4 goal. Special teams and odd man situations are giving this Indians team life. And they now have a 3-goal game, the biggest of the night.
It is 4-on-4 here. That goal coming at even strength, so no manpower change after that marker there from Vance Adams. And it's almost like they just see a little bit different passing angles that are open. And we will get a possession call here and an early move. And close to a back over call there, gets looked off. Bucktooth rolls the ball free. Miracle with a shot, that one wide far side. It'll stay in play here. 12 on the shot clock now. For Bucktooth, little backhand feet. Miracle runs wide. Tried to jam it in short side, and it was denied by Nicholas. Ball in the corner, squirts free. Shot clock did not get reset. Now it does. Quick whistle. Up it comes for Johnson, and over his head. And that's a quick turnover. No, it's not, as Johnson outduels 2 Indians for the ball.
Great effort there by Johnson just to stay with it. He could have easily just said, you know what, that's over my head. I'm not going to get it back and go for a change. But he stayed with that ball and got it back for his team. An excellent opportunity here for the Medicine Men to regain some momentum.
What do we got? Too many men out on the floor here, as they did not realize they still had a man in the penalty box and put 5 men out on the floor. And they're going to get a penalty call for it.
That's an NLL rule that they've introduced back into this tournament. What is a 2-minute, too many men call.
So we are getting word they've stopped the clock once again, and we are getting word here that they will stop the clock on every penalty call. They have not done that consistently quite yet, but that is the intention, I believe. So both penalty times were just released. The Medicine Men take a too many men call. And Jaden Jimerson will serve the bench minor here for Tri-Nation. So real opportunity here, Teddy. It's that crucial spot in the game. 3-goal lead for the Indians here, who now go to work on a 5-on-4. If they get this one here, that's going to be a real important goal on their way to a victory here if they can find one on this man advantage. They turn the ball over this time, however. Feed it up and pass just getting away from Jacobs.
You look at Sugga Thompson, does he not just remind you of his old man?
Oh, yes, he does. A little smaller, but still time.
Still got to grow. He's probably 16, 17 years old.
And when you got a, Hall of Fame worthy goaltender like Mikey teaching you the way, I like your chances. That's the thing with goaltenders. Like, I don't know if there's enough good, focused goalie coaches. You know what I'm saying on that? Especially at the younger, like when you get to the pro level, yeah, every team's got a goalie guy. But these guys, as they're developing up through minor, midget, and coming into junior, you don't see specific goalie coaches on benches for teams. And I think that's a department that is really lacking in our game.
And I think that's why, the Chances goalie camp that Nick Rose and Evan Kirk and Dylan Ward put on, and there are goalie schools, but I agree, there needs to be more help for the learning curve for these young goaltenders.
There's a chance in transition. Pass coming up a little bit short, and opportunity not going to be there for Bucktooth. And it's not, it's not on really the head coach as the assistant. It's just hard because if you've never played the sport to try and coach a guy that's already been playing goal for 10 years or whatever it is.
Exactly.
To try and help him along. You need a guy that's got 20 years of experience to teach him the finer points of the game. Penalty time now over. So Medicine Men back to even strength. They remain down by 3. It's the 30-second clock down to 6 here. Subber, that caught Thompson's elbow. A race for it now. Chubb will get onto it here, but the Medicine Men are back on defense.
Good job by Colton Marquis to get back and play defense and deny that transition break. And that's what you want to see from your top players, is that they're not just jogging off the floor. They're putting in work all over the place.
Nicholas save, rebound chance, and he stopped that too. I'm not sure how. Not sure if we can cue up a replay on that stop there from Nicholas Matty. But he was out of position in desperation fashion. Just kind of stuck his stick out and kept one out and kept his Medicine Men within 3.
That was a crucial save.
We just over have 6 miles to play here as McCumber on a spin gets a shot off, and Thompson with one of his better stops there from in tight. This one bouncing up the turf here. Playing a little possum was Adams, who went down.
Turf Monster got him too.
And he is struggling to get up, and he is not. He's going to run this one off, but he's going to need a tape job on that right ankle for game number 2. Look out from behind. Shot hit the post. And we'll skip all the way out near the penalty box here. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on out in the turf right now.
Well, I would imagine that while this place was being used as a storage area, that turf
exactly
wasn't down.
There's the drive. Jacobs, and he's going to draw a call, and rightly so, as he was absolutely mugged on the way to the rack there. I believe it'll be Yanni Thompson who's going to go.
And that's a great hard take underneath, tuck the stick, and Jacobs draws the penalty on young Yanni Thompson, but that's a huge opportunity for the Medicine Men to get back on this power play. Now they just got to try to avoid giving up a shorthanded goal.
Yes, they've given up 2 here, and 5 minutes to go in this one, down 3. I wouldn't quite call it must-score territory on this power play, but pretty darn close.
We're getting there.
This is Johnson. He'll play 1-2 with Marquis. Double seal coming here from Marquis. Finds Johnson, loads it, skip it. Marquis on the crease, no looker. Back up to Johnson, back down to Marquis. Probably should have let it fly. Jacobs will get to it with 10, takes a bump along the boards, hangs on to the ball. Down to 8 on the shot clock now. Marquis has a look. Up top it comes Johnson. He'll fire. Stick save for Sugga Thompson, who looks up the turf here. He's got a man wide open off the bench, but it comes up short against the ball once again, and I think that's probably something they're going to need to work on here a little bit. These goaltenders working on their long pass. Chance coming. Johnson. Oh, high shot there, and Thompson with a shoulder on it.
Nice little backhand fake pass. Got the defender to slide and gave himself time and room. But again, Sugga Thompson just
shutting the door.
Unconscious right now.
Down to 4 minutes to go here in 5 seconds. As Daibo out for a shift of O. Still power play time to work with here. 52 seconds. I think they have the penalty time right as the shot is blocked. 3 on the shot clock here. Got to get one towards the cage. They will. Thompson gives up the rebound but traps the ball in his crease nicely. And man,
interference.
You know what? I don't mind that interference call one bit. Got to protect your goaltender there. And yeah, you give him the ball back, but you're not going to give up an easy one by not boxing out.
Under 3.5 to play, starting to get into that must-score territory for the Medicine Men.
15 to go on the power play. Working the top, rising sub shot, and Thompson does well to stop it, and even better to control the rebound. And that'll do it for the penalty time for the Indians as the captain, Yanni Thompson, released from the penalty box. So now, 3 minutes away here from an opening win for Akwesasne, who lead at 9-6.
Big win for the hometown team here.
Nice little stick check there to knock that one free for Jimerson.
Bucktooth with his 3rd of the period.
Bucktooth bucking for player of the game. And that could be the dagger there for the Indians. Watch it again here as Bucktooth just kind of prowling around in top of the crease. Everybody bailed out on the goaltender, and give Thompson that kind of opportunity. He's going to finish.
Yeah, great work by Vern Cook Jr. to find that loose ball in the corner, pick it up, and then get his head up right away so that he could find Bucktooth, who goes far side, short side, and gets Nicholas out of the cage for a 4-goal lead.
The partisan crowd here in favor of the Akwesasne Indians looking to go home happy here on a Wednesday night to start off the Survivors Cup. And of course, we want to mention this one more time when we get a chance here, Teddy. All the money raised, well, a good portion of it anyways in this tournament, going to the Akwesasne Freedom School charity along with the Caring Hearts. That helps those with mental health issues. Got to get across that line, and just doing that in time is Vern Cook. Give it to Bucktooth. He'll find a man on the near post. And Nicholas got across in time with 90 seconds to go as they throw another one away.
Yeah, just a little bit sloppy as this period's wound down for the Medicine Men. They just haven't been able to find that outlet pass.
I think we may get a penalty shot here.
Too many men, under 2 minutes?
Yes, indeed. Yes, sir. Let's go. First penalty shot of the Survivors Cup coming up.
Not the XLL, is it?
No, that's a standard rule.
I know that.
Okay.
I was just making an XLL joke there for AJ.
What? I don't understand the joke.
Oh, that was a junior showcase joke.
Okay.
I missed the mark on my joke.
Joke's on you.
Yeah, Stone Jacobs.
Here we go, Stone Jacobs, one-on-one with Saka Thompson. And he comes straight down the middle, and he shoots it right off the shoulder of Thompson. And if it wasn't over before, I think that stop should just about do it.
Yeah, they definitely need to score there to make it a 3-goal game with $1:15 left, but...
Well, give me your thoughts on this, Teddy. Like,
okay.
Penalty shots, I always prefer the guy to come out wide and come across the crease rather than straight down on a goaltender. Yeah, I don't know why more guys don't do this.
You're not doing yourself any favors by running down on a straight line. You need to create an angle. You need to give yourself room. You got to be able to get the goaltender moving from side to side. And as nice of a shot it was just too easy of an opportunity there.
They line up on the wrong side of the face-off.
Saka Thompson to make that save. He really didn't have to move.
Looked like an early move there, and that goes undetected as clean face-off win. And maybe the first of the night for Vern Cook Jr., where now he and his Indians 77 seconds away here, 67 seconds away. No, I think you just run them out of 30s here.
Yep.
2 more possessions.
You
don't need any more.
Greg Phillips, the head coach.
10's enough as they
throw
the ball away.
And they just throw it away.
We promised an upcoming schedule here at the Survivors Cup for day number 2, Teddy, and I have it here in front of me. 2 games coming up tomorrow, 5 p.m. and 7:45 your starts time. Nepean Knights take on Mimico, and then it's Akwesasne, the Indians taking on the Northmen.
Yeah, those will be two really good games. And we mentioned Orangeville, Nepean, Mimico, they all had kids playing in the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League Future Stars Tournament. And so they're going to be ready. They'll have played some games. They're going to be excited to get up here. It's going to be a big test for everybody as this game winds down.
Time winding down in this one. The Indians got off to a bit of a slow start, but they finished strong as they take down the Tri-Nation Medicine Men by a final score of 10-6. And I would venture to say, Ted Jenner, that Jimerson Bucktooth, your player of the game.
Yeah, he could definitely get it. You might even give it to Sugga Thompson, who didn't allow a goal in the entire third period. But it looks like Mikey Benedict's going to be out there handing out Player of the Game awards.
We'll stick with you here as brand new lacrosse head provided by Sanderson Sports of Orangeville, Ontario, I believe, will be awarded to the Player of the Game, and good sportsmanship shown here by both clubs with the customary handshake after the whistle. As we have a fan here with no regard for us being on air right now, Teddy.
He's just asking for autographs.
Okay. Yours, maybe, not mine.
Thank you, sir.
So good to see Mikey Benedict out there, and man, off and running here at the Survivors Cup, Teddy. This is a lot of fun for the opening game. Things are only going to get better and ramp up as we move along. And lastly, once again, we want to mention apologies for the internet issues that are really out of our control here to start the proceedings, but working diligently to get things rectified so we can go live the rest of the week.
That is the hope, that we can get these games live for everybody to watch, because this is going to be absolutely fantastic lacrosse. And this is just, like I said, game 1 at 12, 2 tomorrow, 4 on Friday, 3 Saturday, including the Hickory game that we may end up broadcasting.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I kind of want to do it, man, like just to do it. We're here. Why don't, I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
And there is Jimerson Bucktooth, Player of the Game for the Akwesasne Indians.
And I don't know if he's probably not going to string that thing up anytime soon the way his stick was working tonight. Keep that thing warm. As that will wrap up proceedings on day 1 here of the Survivors Cup from Anowara'ko Arena in Akwesasne. Wrap her up. All right, for our entire production crew, Matty Carrick, Gary Morrison and the gang. For Teddy Jenner, I've been Jay Kelly. Once again, your final score, the Akwesasne Indians, 10. The Tri-Nation Medicine Men, 6. We'll be back tomorrow for day 2 here from the Survivors Cup. Thanks for joining us tonight on JVI and Lacrosse TV. Once again, for Teddy Jenner, I've been Jay Kelly, and for the fastest game on 2 feet. And for the creator, we'll talk to you tomorrow from the Survivors Cup.